Good morning, friends. This is Dave from Advanced Camping in Milwaukee, and today we're looking at a 2023 Winnebago Revel on the 2022 Mercedes Sprinter van chassis. The Revel is often imitated in this day and age. I see tons of kind of copycats, but you know what? They're seldom done as well as the Revel has been done, and it's led to the Revel being one of the best-selling adventure vans of all time. So today I want to talk to you though about the Sprinter chassis, and we'll take a look at this one and what's happening in the future. So Sprinter is going to change from a true 4x4, which is what this van is, with the 3-liter 6-cylinder diesel. They will be for 2023 going to a 4-cylinder diesel all-wheel drive van. So dramatically different. If you are a true off-roader, you'll know the difference between 4x4 and all-wheel drive. And if you don't, that's okay. Maybe all-wheel drive will be great for you and the future looks very bright. But if you do want one of these 4x4 vans, we do have several still available. And it is kind of a limited window until they switch over. So today we're going to just take a look at this one. This is in the Pebble Gray, which I really like. It's kind of a desert sand color and really light, practical, doesn't absorb a lot of heat. I like it myself because it's not blue gray, although I like blue gray. I just like this a little bit better. I don't see it as often, and I tend to like this color. Winnebago does order the chassis with the important features. You're going to have LED headlamps. You get that large MBUX screen. They also changed the wheels out to the Method blackout wheel with the BF Goodrich all-terrain tire. It's the KO2. And you have a nice Winnebago built running board. You know, the great thing about the Revel is that there's just like buying, a Jeep Wrangler, there's tons of accessories now because they built so many of these. You can actually kind of upfit it or mod it out any way you'd like, which I think is a really cool part of ownership. So you do get a roof rack on top where they have solar integrated. You also have a power awning. And then this has a roll-off screen. So this screen will come down. You've got a magnetic entryway. Roll-off being one of the best brands in the van camper screen world. And then I like this. A lot of times van campers don't have an outdoor table. This is a really smart idea on the Revel. And those who don't even take this off-road will appreciate some of these van camper features. And we get many customers, just like Jeep ownership, that want this van for reasons outside of going off-road. So everything is heated. It's capable of, going in winter. It has thermal pane windows. It actually has a lot of windows. So I've seen, again, many of these copies of this van that just don't have very good light or open feeling inside. A lot of that has to do with the number of windows. Winnebago also puts these flared out sides that makes the sleeping width a little bit wider inside when you put the bed down. And we'll look at that in just a minute. And then of course you have a ladder on the back, and you can move this to the side and access your rack, your roof rack, pretty much up in the front here as well. You'll see there is a window on this side as well in the flared out space. And we'll just pop these doors open so you can see the Nautilus water panel and the back storage. So the bed is power, goes right up to the ceiling, really easy to use. And then you've got this, all of your water hookups, your fill, your, outside sprayer, outside shower. Everything is in the van, heated, insulated, so it's out of the elements. So not only is the exterior of the van cleaner looking, but it also has a lot of function in keeping that warm in sub-freezing temperatures. This is your shade kit for the front windshield, and that is a insulated shade kit that it comes with. Behind here is your inverter, and your upgraded battery for 2023. They've upped the off-grid capabilities by increasing the lithium battery size, which is really helpful for a lot of people. And then you've got this cool webbing and kind of storage space on the bottom side of the bed, which I think is really thoughtful. You'll also get some USB hookups. This is a additional solar. If you want to tap in some more solar, you can do that right on the back here. There's some more hookups up here for USB or 12 volt, so you can charge your devices while you're in bed or close to your bed space. So I'm just gonna pop this closed. You'll notice it has a Mercedes hitch package. So if you wanna bring along an accessory, pull a small trailer or a boat, or put a rack on the back, you're able to do that as well. And then over here, you're gonna see the cassette toilet door. The cassette toilet has been very popular, especially for those people who go in winter, because you can just pop this cassette out, wheel it inside. It holds about 5 gallons. You can empty it in your own restroom. You can empty it at a rest stop along the way. You can still empty it into a traditional dump station. Any of those things are possible with a cassette. Now, why is it very popular for winter use? A lot of times the campgrounds are closed, the dump station is closed. This gives you another option that you can just take it into a normal restroom. Down below is your gray water discharge, and that will be the soapy water from the shower and the sink. And that will have a traditional hookup, or a lot of people will, empty that on their own land. They'll, water the grass or whatever. I do not recommend doing that at a campground. You will probably get cited for that. So, and then this next little peculiar thing running out here, this is the exhaust for the diesel heater. So this vehicle has no propane on board. It's got a diesel water heater and diesel furnace. So a lot of people enjoy that. They can just refuel at one place. They don't have to worry about trying to find propane, although propane is pretty easily accessible in this day and age. So we're just gonna pop inside and take a look. First, we'll look at the chassis dash features. So Mercedes, a few years back, went to this smart wheel, and you really have the ability to control both the screen in front of the driver and this larger MBUX screen, at least most of the functions, right from the steering wheel, which I think is really clever. You don't have to remove your hands from the wheel. They've also given you some nice handles to help get in and out of the van, which also I think is a really nice idea. And you've got some storage above each of the driver and passenger spaces. And if you step back one more step, you've got this metal shelf that Winnebago has put in for even more storage. So really well designed front cab space, and it is truly a joy to drive. This is about 19.5 feet long, so really easy to maneuver in city spaces. It'll fit in a regular parking space. So that is part of the appeal, is it's very compact and easy to drive and not cumbersome at all. So as we look back here, you're gonna find it has seating for 2 or possibly 1, depending on the size of the person. These seats will spin around, and you then have dining for 3 to 4 at this front table, or if you're working from the road, you can do that as well. And up top here is where your control center is. You're gonna have light switches, a solar shutoff, solar control, your inverter, and then this is your one place where you can turn your pump on and off, check your battery condition, as well as your gray tank level. In addition to this, since this is a Lithionics battery, you can actually log into Xantrex using the Xantrex app, and you can see your state of charge, your amp draw, all of that, your temperature of your batteries right from their app, which I think is a really great feature. So up top here, you have the Max Air fan. You can leave this open when it's raining. It's got like a louvered system up there. Very popular with van campers. And on the Revel, you'll notice that all of their cabinets are like a metal sort of caged cabinet, which is a more durable cabinet, of course, than using sticks of wood. So again, with this van going potentially off-road, you know, you're going to want something that's just a little bit more durable, and you're going to want it to, you know, there's going to be some flex in the body that this metal cabinet will just hold up better. So we'll look down here into the fridge. This is a compressor driven fridge. It's a pretty decent size, and you do have a freezer. So you've got space to carry along some ice cubes, or, you know, little pint of ice cream, something like that. You also have some storage drawers, and this top one here is where the induction stove stores. So, you know, they used to build it into the cabinet. People would drop things or something would fall out of the cabinet and damage the induction. Now it can be safely stowed. It can be used in or outside of the van, which is really a thoughtful idea. Behind here is the bathroom. And the bathroom has these two bamboo shelves. So you can keep these in, you can take them out. If it's a day trip, a lot of times people will use these for storage, or maybe they'll use one of them. Otherwise, you're going to remove these and you can stow them, and then you'll have the full cassette toilet, which you can see beneath here. This does pivot around, so you can adjust it any way you would like to your comfort. And then up top, you've got a little hanging rod. So if you've got these removed, you know, you want to hang your wetsuit after surfing or your swimsuit, you can do that. It's also a heated, down here is somewhere in here, there's a heat vent for the furnace, which usually, at least they used to have that, heats the restroom space. And then it's a removable shower. So you can take the hose on or off depending on what it is that you're doing with this flexible bathroom space. There's also a little mushroom vent that you push up and you can turn on. It's got kind of a mushroom cap to it, so rain doesn't naturally want to come in. But this is the shower space, so if a little wetness came in here, it wouldn't be a big deal. As we move to the back, I'll show you this loft bed. Has you put the key in and then simply press the down button. It'll come right down, and it's quite a sizable space. Once it's down, you'll see it's a very comfortable bed, and I'll just fix these cushions here so you get a good idea. But see how they've used this flare space to maximize the width of the van. So you can make a nice, comfortable sleeping space. If you're, you know, over 6 feet, you'll still be able to sleep in this vehicle. Right above you is the Coleman non-duct quiet air conditioner, which is a very popular, again, model in the van camper world. All LED lighting. You can, of course, raise or lower this bed to any height. So, you know, it is structurally sound up here or down here. So if you're storing things on top of the bed, sometimes people will do that. They don't want to put it all the way up. You certainly can do that. You also have screens in the back doorways as well that will come down. So you've got a great open air feel. And if you back up to the beach or the ocean, you can have a wonderful view right out your back doors. These are the thermal pane windows, and I'll just pop these open. So they can open in an awning style. So if there is like a light rain outside, you can still have the windows open. Or there's actually a feature here where you can lock it slightly open. So right here, it's actually still open. It can be used as a vent for storage, or while you're parked, you can still get air circulating through without the danger of you know, someone trying to get into the van or an unlocked window. So that's pretty cool. You do have a shade and a screen on each of them that will come down and be able to be utilized. As we turn back around, I'll just show you or talk to you about the Winnebago warranty. And so this is a 1-year, 24,000 mile upfit warranty. You also get the Mercedes warranty, which is a 3-year, 36,000 mile, 5-year on the engine. So really a solid platform and a great build. If you're interested in this model or others, please visit advancecamping.com or give us a call today.